Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rodney. I've been in long-term recovery now for roughly 19 and a half years. My sobriety date is 9/17/94. So how did everything begin? Well, let's see, I got to go back a little bit. My choice of drugs was alcohol and cocaine, and used it for many years. I've been on both sides of the fence, and it just wasn't ready for some years. I've been truly blessed. I've only been to treatment twice. The second time I stayed, and when I surrendered and came back in 1984, I've been in recovery ever since. So I took some suggestions when I came around this time. I realized I wasn't the great I am anymore, and that drugs and alcohol had really taken its toll. So I got a sponsor, did some 12-step work, did a lot of meetings, and by God's grace, surrendered and turned things around. So it was a process. I said, because I'll go to my grave saying an educated addict's your worst one, because you think you know all that and you're a slice of cake. So I really had to struggle at first. I had to learn how to trust another man. I had to learn how to be a little bit humble, learn what humility really meant. And above all, I had to learn how to listen to other men. And as this process went on, I was truly blessed to have some old timers put in my life. Why they took me under their wing to this day, I don't know. And they grilled me left and right. Trust me on this. But I stayed and I listened. I kept coming. Above all, I didn't pick up. So coming out the other side, they say, how many years you use, that's how many years you got to go into the forest and come back. So I can honestly say I've made it into the forest and came all the way back. So what was scarier, going in or coming out? It's a combination of both, because I learned what I didn't have to do anymore when I went in, and then as I came out of the forest, I learned I had no more excuse to use anymore. So it's the perfect yin-yang effect, or as you can say, the perfect 22. So I realized that recovery does work. Somewhere in these 19 years, it clicked that I didn't have to use anymore, no matter what, whether it's through a divorce or a business venture which went south, or I didn't get that promotion at work, no matter what, or a relationship breaks up. You don't have to use anymore. But you do have to do what the program suggests. Well, when I came around, they weren't suggestions. I was told what to do. Me personally, I think the rooms have gotten a little soft. Everybody's trying to be a friend instead of trying to save somebody's life. That's the difference I see these days. But to each their own. I know firsthand that recovery works. So the promises that the various fellowships talk about are true. I said, because right now I'm in the process of working on my master's. And I should be graduating in about 2 more years. So, would that have happened 20 years ago? It would have still been a pipe dream. So recovery, it's one of the easiest things in the world to do, but the hardest thing to get. Because you got to learn patience. You got to be vigilant. You got to change everything in your life and be optimistic about it. And no matter what, you don't give up. It takes no skill to quit. It takes none. So for those out there who are struggling, I'm here to let you know today that this actually does work, but it's a process. And it's not going to be all cakes and ice cream and cream and pink clouds that everybody talks about. You're going to have a lot of good days, but you're going to have your bad days too. And this is where the meetings, the fellowship, even C-Car. I've been in Willimantic now since 1995. And when C-Car became here, I got involved some. That's why I'm here today. I was just coming through. Somebody asked me would I mind to speak on behalf of recovery. I always have time for that. So for those who are struggling with this, I'm here to let you know today, you don't have to struggle anymore. But you do have to change a lot of things up. And if you're willing to hang tough, find a God of your understanding and surrender, who knows? You could be coming up on 20 years too. And I'm Rodney, a grateful recovering addict.